Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's Columbus. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm showing you something insane. You might be thinking, Columbus, you're out of your mind. And you're right. 12 Root Riders, and that is our main army, with some healers and some test loons and a troop launcher and whatever else, a Royal Champion charge. Will it work? I don't know. I'm here to test it out today. I did a little bit of testing earlier, and I got a couple things done. So we're going to see if it actually works in Legends League. I'm going to show you some replays first, and then we will go ahead and get out into the live attacks. Alright, this first replay is against myself. If you don't want to see something against myself, skip ahead to the second replay. That's going to be in Legends League, and then the third replay is also in Legends, and then we get into live attacks. So we start out with the Royal Champion charge, obviously on the bottom. Lots of high hit point buildings here. I thought she would go up to the scatter shot, so I popped her ability so that she can get through that cannon and get to the scatter shot nice and early. Gets caught up in a tornado trap here as well, so I'm just trying to keep the ice golems invised. Whatever ice golems come out, I want them invised so that she's not distracted with them. And then obviously they take a ton of time. They have a lot of health. And there we go, she starts attacking one. So I was like, you know what, might as well let her get that one out of the way and then go left. They have a ton of health, slow you down for like 4 seconds after they die. And now we're at a healthy distance away from them that we don't really need to worry too much. One thing I am worried about is Root Riders are very slow. They are one of the slowest troops in the game, I believe, if they're not the slowest. Maybe Golem is the same speed as them, but they go through walls. So, you know, tons of walls on this base, and you're going to see just how much they go through all of these walls. So I put literally all of them down there. Put some wizards for cleanup so that we don't have to worry about the trash buildings later on. Do the test loons, put the healers in there so that they're not taking a million points of damage. Use my queen to cut off that funnel with the giant arrow and the giant and a wizard. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You put your troop launcher down. It'll start sending troops in with the army there. And then, yeah, you know, not much else to it. Just got to make sure you use your warden ability at the right time and your king ability at the right time, and then that's pretty much all you gotta do. I use my warden ability here because there's a poison tower, and poison, I feel like, does so much damage to your healers especially, and you really want them to stay alive. So I popped it a little bit early. I could have popped it later on so that they would have stayed alive a little bit longer, but also my healers and my warden get stuck on this ice golem trap, so I popped my king ability because he was not getting any healing there. We still have our queen alive, we still have giant working on the outside. Everybody's going to stay inside because they're on the outside. King is still alive somehow. He's going to go down any second here, probably. Healers are getting picked off by the bombs, but we just have a fire spitter and not much left. Like, look at all these walls that they just barreled through. It's crazy. Like, all of these were walls, and they just went straight through them because they are one giant force, an unstoppable force. Electro Titan is in the clan castle in case there are skeletons. Any skeleton trap that pops up is super annoying. It's going to hold your king up forever since his earthquake boots don't kill skeletons. That was a update a long time ago. And yeah, you just want her there just in case because your Royal Champion is not going to be alive. So there's replay number 1. Very easy. I'm going to show you the other replay that I did in Legends League. Okay, this is against a lower level guy. He is basically a brand new Town Hall 17 is what I'm gathering. But I wanted to show this because it is a double invis base. So invis in the core and invis on the monolith and everything over there. I decide try to get the champion in towards the left here and take that out, but she decided to go for the right. Apparently the multi-arch tower was closer. I didn't think it was, but you know, that little mistake cost me a lot of hit points. And we were getting caught up here in something that I feel like she is pathing very weirdly. I couldn't really tell where she was going, so I was playing it safe. The invis tower pops. I know that invis tower is going to invis all of that, so she's going to go left and then probably go back right. But then after that, I don't know. And there she goes towards the Inferno Tower. I thought she would have gone up towards the sweeper, but I was wrong. Anyway, we are taking out the Fire Spitter, Inferno Tower any second now. I feel like single target Infernos are going to be the big enemy because they can kill your Root Riders a lot quicker than the multi-Inferno Towers. Now here I pop her ability because there's a lot of high health buildings And also, I figured I wouldn't need to invest another Invis spell until we get towards the center. And then she switches up on me and goes towards the outside, and I'm like, oh my god. Anyway, that is the end of our World Champion walk. I can't do anything else. I put a wizard on the outside to clean up those buildings that she left behind. And one thing that I have learned that is real trouble is hook towers, and I'm going to show you that in the next replay. Hook towers, try to get out of the way as soon as possible, even if it doesn't look like you need to. So we popped those 2 Invis towers. Again, I waited until this one recharged so that we wouldn't be, you know, facing Invis towers at separate times. So I popped them both at the same time, used my Warden ability to keep everybody alive as we are getting into the hottest damage area. Those balloons are going to try to protect our healers as much as they can, but they are going towards that town hall, unfortunately. But that's okay. We are moving through here. Fire Spitter is going to target our healers pretty quickly, but we take that out easily. Queen, once again, is moving on the outside so that we don't have to worry about anything over there. That Invis tower is popping back up. I wanted it gone, so I used my King ability, and luckily the giant, whatever it's called, the ball. What is it called? Giant ball? I don't know. I can't remember. Spiky ball. Yeah, the spiky ball found its way over there. And, you know, this one was pretty overkill. Very easy. Just have that elixir storage left, and tons of people are still alive and full health. So that one went really well. I'm going to show you why the hook towers are very dangerous and why we need to get them out of the way quickly. Alright, this is an attack that I literally just did. I was practicing a little bit. Another double invis base. And what I wanted to do, I was looking around. Fire Spitter pointed down. Fire Spitter pointed down. I didn't want to come from that side. So I wanted to come from here, get this bomb out of the way early, and then move my way down and go through all of this cluster, because that would be the most amount of value you can get with the Royal Champion Aura. Unfortunately, my plan does not go the exact way that I wanted it to. And you're going to see why in just a second, because I took plenty of time planning this out. Speed it up there a little bit. We got that bomb out of the way, and I was hoping that after this wizard tower, she would go to that area here and then move her way down. It looked like she was going to go down, but now she's just moving up because the mortar was taken out first instead of the other way around. At this point, there's like a very high chance that I am not getting anything down here. So I just wanted to try to focus on the town hall if possible. I did not want her attacking the clan castle troops. I think that was a furnace that she took out, but she keeps going upwards. Not the best for me. She's walking around the town hall doing a little dance. I use her ability because I thought that after that expo went down that she would go for the Tesla and then go for the town hall. Not quite the plan though. And that town hall gets invis. Watch this. This is a mistake that I made. If I had waited just a second longer, I feel like she would have taken way too much damage, but she would have gone for the town hall. So I could have saved like an invis spell maybe, and she would have taken out that town hall, but that's okay. And at this point, I'm like, okay, where do I want to come in from? Definitely not the bottom side, because that's where all the damage is. I'm just going to come in from the top and force everybody to go straight for the town hall first and get rid of these heroes while we still can. Lots of skeleton traps. I put my wizards on the outside so that they can take care of those storages. And then everybody else goes inside. I drop my queen in a second here, shoot her arrow straight down, and drop my troop launcher. Troop launcher can be shot a little bit later in the battle if you want. I feel like it's kind of good to have it shoot later in the battle because you get all these troops later on. But check this out. This guy has his, whatever that's called, the hook tower, and the fire spitter pointed directly at the hook tower with the ricochet cannon. It's a deadly combo. We are making our way through the space here, but it hooks the queen. She's out. She is out immediately. Like, doesn't even get a shot off. Giant hooked. He is out immediately as well. Also doesn't even get a shot off. So that is something that was really messing me up. It's just picking off my troops one by one. While everybody on the left here is working, it's going to just take everybody out. If I had saved my king ability, I'm sure it would have hooked my king at some point, and I could have used that even here, and that would have taken care of that. But, you know, it is what it is. We have just some trash buildings and some defenses left. King's going to take that out. He's going to take out that fire spitter. Just the warden protecting everything else left. And that's pretty much it. Are we going to 3-star, though? I'm not sure. At this point, time was running out. We still have tons of Root Riders. Again, they're very slow. The king is working on a wall, unfortunately. And these archers and barbarians will be able to take out that warden because he does not have very high health. But unfortunately, we do not get the 3-star. We time fail this one. 94%. Could have easily been a 3-star if we had used our champion correctly. But let's go ahead and go into Legends League live attacks this time and see if we can get a 3-star. Okay, here we go. Town Hall 16. All right, we have to remember everything that we've talked about. The death bomb from the Town Hall 16 is going to be pretty heavy on us, I think. So if we can somehow get towards that eagle first, that would be lovely. I think we can do that pretty easily. If I do this, and then this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, take out that eagle, and then go for the ricochet cannon, and I'll be happy. Because I just don't want to have to deal with the eagle at all. She might even go... Oh, she's going to attack some troops. Alright, well, she's already locked onto it, so I guess that's fine. Oh, she's out of the invis. Okay. Skeleton traps going down. Not focusing on troops, which is nice. She'll make her way around the outside. Go for that cannon. Oh, man. Everything is so spaced out. This is a terrible walk. Terrible. Let's use her ability now so that she is not just completely stuck. Oh, my goodness. All right, at least we got the spell tower. We can get the monolith as well. Nice. All right. That's not too bad. I'm happy with that. Monolith. Inferno Tower, sweet. Now, let's not waste any time here and just come in from this area. Let's use the queen to pop the town hall, make sure we get all that activated. Let's use a wizard here and a wizard on this side. Maybe help funnel a little bit. That wizard might die, actually. And then we're going to use the troop launcher now. All right, let's use that wizard there again. And one on that elixir storage. Cool. Alright, I'm going to save my abilities as long as I can. I don't like how this guy's base is making me run all along the outside, but I guess that, you know, that is the design of the base. That's how he wanted it to be. And by God, is it working. It's working out for him very well. Okay, let's get towards the inside of this base. How about that? I think we should. Let's keep it moving inside the base. I'm going to wait for my warden ability. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Still waiting. I'm going to use it now because he's being targeted by the town hall, and I would like him to not die if possible. A couple barbarians took out that gold storage, too. That was kind of nice. King is in the town hall, so I'm going to use his ability so that it's much lower health, and then all of our troops are not going for that while he takes that out. Perfect. Everything's gone. Nice. We just have a couple of buildings to get through. We still have our queen, so I'm pretty confident that we will be able to 3-star this in time. Again, time is the main issue that I run into, I feel like, with Root Rider armies. And this one is all Root Riders. 20 seconds to get through 10 buildings. Can we do it? We still have a Valkyrie that is working. I love Valkyries because they're so quick and they spin and do a lot of damage. I'm thinking we're going to be just fine here. 9 seconds to take out 3 buildings. Yeah, let's go. 3 stars. Town Hall 16, obviously. But we were cutting it close on time. Let's see if we can get a Town Hall 17. Alright, Town Hall 17. Sweet. Alright, Rage Tower. Wow. Look at all those buildings that are affected by that Rage Tower. That's insane. But I do see a gap that we could exploit. We all know I love exploiting a gap. Could I just... No, I can't. I was thinking I could just take out that hook tower immediately, but I am going to exploit this gap, and then she's probably going to go towards the outside anyway. 3, 4. Okay. Monolith should go down. Where is she going to go now? Towards the king? What the heck? Okay. Yeah, she's going towards the outside anyway. That's okay. We're going to get that hook tower. I'm going to wait a second. Nah, don't go for the king. back up to the multi-archer tower. Alright, at least we're getting this big bomb out of the way as well. Let's go ahead and use her ability through here. Maybe up towards that fire spitter. And she avoided the bomb. Let's go. Get that rage tower out of the way. Move up to the expo. Let's see if we can get as much of this out of the way as possible before we have to deal with it later on. Let's invis there so that he's not repairing the multi-inferno tower. We got one invis left after this. Boom. Let's just use that. Maybe get that builder out of the way. Alright, we got a whole section out of the way, which is very nice to see. And I'm going to go ahead and come in from... Let's put the king here so that he goes for that wizard tower, because I don't want my army going for the wizard tower. And then use those two wizards to funnel on that side. One wizard is also helping out. And now we'll put everybody in here. These healers get the queen to take out that air defense. Alright, perfect. I feel like that's going to be good for now. And then I will put my troop launcher down here. Gonna have to keep an eye on the health of everybody and make sure that we keep everybody alive here as we're moving through this base. We got more Kokoloons. There we go. They're serving their purpose perfectly. And I feel like once we get towards this town hall area, we're going to want to pop the ability. Let's do it now because the minion prince is being targeted by archers, and I would like the archers to stay alive, and they did. Perfect. All right, Clan Castle is about to go. We're getting in towards this town hall. I still have my king ability. Let's keep that in mind. 45 seconds left. Once that town hall, I'm going to use it now. Do some damage on those buildings. Oh no, tornado trap. That's not good. We don't like seeing that. Electro Titan, are you in there? No. Yes, she is. Okay, she took out those skeletons. Wow, this one's going to be a close one. We might make it. We might make it. I'm holding out hope, but our damage dealers are in the back, and they're also slow. Oh no. Come on, guys. Let's get through these bases. Let's get through these buildings. 14 seconds left. 8 buildings left, but there's some high hit point buildings. Come on, guys. 7 seconds left. 5 buildings. 4 buildings left. 3. No, we're not going to get it. No. We only had those. Man, if I was a little bit quicker. If I was a little bit quicker, we could have had it there. Let's do one more attack and see if we can finally get the 3 on a Town Hall 17. Okay, Invis Core. I don't think I'm too worried about that. This also looks like a newer Town Hall 17. No hook tower. Let's see, scatter shots are there. Monolith there. Couple high damage buildings there. I think I want to come in from this side. Let's see, where will she go if I just put her right in the middle? Ah, towards the wizard tower. Okay. And then she'll move upwards. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that mortar thing got only 2 shots off. Going towards that expo, that's not where I thought she would go. Well, now she's going to go towards that archer. No! What is she doing? Okay, I mean, I guess that works. That's kind of what I was looking for. Why is she so focused on the freaking king? Please. Alright. Well, tornado trap going off. That might even help us because of that Invis tower. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's use her ability. Town Hall is gone. That's amazing. Because the tornado trap helped us outlive the Invis tower. And she's just going all over the place. I don't know where she's gone. But we got the Town Hall. That is kind of what we were going for. I mean, unintentionally, but I cannot complain about getting a Town Hall. So, let's go ahead and try to funnel a little bit here. Do some trash cleanup. Okay. Now everybody else can go in on this side. Let's do Warden and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. Put the king in. Not going to do troop launcher just yet. I would love for that wizard to get that gold storage before the ice golems get to him. Can you do it? Yes, sir. Alright, queen I'm going to use to activate the Invis tower again. So that we're not worried about that later. Let's do some more cleanup on the outside. And my healers are being targeted, so I'm going to use this right now. Try to keep them alive. Everybody is going in a circle, which, again, is the point of this guy's base, so I guess it's doing its job. But I don't like that. I don't like that it's doing its job. I want everybody to go towards the core. You know? That giant bomb is going to do a heck of damage to us. I guess I should hold off on my king ability as long as possible, but that Invis Tower is going to pop again. Our Warden's going to go down. Oh, here we go. King's going in. King is going in. Let's use the ability. Ah, man. I think if I had used it before we had taken out the clan castle, he would have gone towards the inside. But that's another fail. I mean, this army is pretty hard to use. You just put everybody in a line and spam. I don't know. It's definitely not the best thing you could be using. It's fun. Like, it's fun seeing all of these Root Riders just going through, but they do such little damage that you need a couple damage dealers behind them, and that's why I usually take Valkyries. But yeah, it's still fun to use. If you want to give it a shot, you know, no harm in trying. Time is going to be the big issue for your attacks, 90%. But yeah, if you guys have been enjoying the videos, make sure you subscribe. I do Gold Pass giveaways most of the time, but I need to get back into the swing of things again. So if we can get to, let's say, 2,500 subscribers, Gold Pass giveaway at 2,500. All right, sounds good to me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this far into the video. I know it was a bit of a long one because of those replays, but I'm glad you stayed. And I hope to see you next time. All right, peace.